Breaking news just arrived for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's not the kind that explodes loudly. It's the kind that starts quietly. It shows up as a projection, a mock draft, a technical prediction. But when you really look at it, when you connect the dots, you realize something much bigger is forming beneath the surface. Because not every franchise shift starts with a headline. Some start with signals, with subtle moves, with decisions that seem harmless at first, but slowly begin to reshape the future of a team. And that's exactly what's happening right now in Philadelphia. An NFL analyst with deep ties to the Eagles organization has just released his first mock draft for the upcoming NFL draft. And the projection itself is already sending a very clear message about how the franchise may be thinking long-term. Daniel Jeremiah, one of the most connected draft analysts in the league and a former member of the Eagles scouting department under Howie Roseman, has the Eagles selecting Clemson cornerback Avion Terrell with the 23rd overall pick. On the surface, it looks like just another mock draft pick. But when the source is Daniel Jeremiah, things change. Jeremiah isn't just another media analyst guessing picks. He worked inside the Eagles organization. He understands how Howie Roseman thinks. He understands the type of players the Eagles prioritize, and even when he doesn't always hit the exact name, he almost always nails the profile, the position, and the organizational logic behind the pick. That's what makes this projection important. This isn't just about Avion Terrell as a player, it's about what the position choice represents. Cornerback. Again. For the second time in the last 3 drafts, the Eagles are being projected to use a first-round pick on a cornerback. And that's not random. That's not coincidence, that's philosophy. Because when you look at the current Eagles roster, the cornerback room already looks young, talented, and promising. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, 2 players who already project as long-term foundational pieces in the secondary. On paper, it doesn't look like an urgent need. But the NFL is not built on today's roster. It's built on tomorrow's contracts. Mitchell and DeJean entered the league together. That means their contract timelines will overlap. That means future extensions will collide. And that means financial decisions will eventually have to be made. In the modern NFL, you don't wait until a problem arrives. You prepare for it years in advance. That's what smart front offices do. And that's exactly how Howie Roseman operates. Drafting a cornerback now is not about replacing someone today. It's about protecting the future. It's about roster sustainability. It's about ensuring that when contract negotiations become difficult, the Eagles are never cornered into bad decisions because they failed to plan ahead. Avion Terrell fits that profile perfectly. He's versatile. He can play inside. He can play outside. He's athletic, disciplined, technically sound, and comes from a strong defensive program at Clemson. He also brings positional flexibility, something the Eagles value deeply, especially with players like Cooper DeJean, already capable of moving across multiple roles in the secondary. This isn't just about talent. It's about adaptability. It's also about identity. The Eagles have quietly built a defensive identity around flexibility, youth, speed, and depth. They want interchangeable parts, players who can move, adjust, cover multiple responsibilities, and survive modern NFL offenses that are constantly stressing matchups and spacing. A young, flexible, athletic cornerback group gives you control. It gives you leverage, it gives you options. But there's another layer to this projection that makes it even more telling. The Eagles haven't drafted an offensive player in the first round in 4 straight drafts. The last time they did, it was when they traded up to select Devonta Smith. Since then, the focus has been on defense, defense, defense. That tells you something. It tells you the organization believes its offensive core is already built. It tells you they see the biggest long-term leverage on the defensive side of the ball. It tells you they are trying to build sustainability, not just production. And when you look at the league, the teams that consistently contend are the ones that maintain defensive depth and flexibility, not just star power. This projection also reflects something else: how the Eagles view value. The cornerback class in this upcoming draft is considered deep. That means there will be talent available at multiple rounds. But when teams truly believe a position is foundational, they don't wait. They secure premium talent early. Daniel Jeremiah himself even pointed out that the Eagles could wait and select someone later, possibly a more traditional slot corner, someone like Miami's Keontae Scott. But the fact that he mocked a first-round corner tells you he believes the Eagles are thinking bigger than just filling a role. They're building a structure, They're building layers. They're building insurance for the future. And that's what makes this projection more than just a name on a mock draft board. It's a window into the Eagles' mindset. It suggests long-term planning over short-term reaction. It suggests contract awareness. It suggests financial foresight. It suggests that the organization is already thinking about where this roster will be in 2, 3, 4 years, not just next season. And that's how dynasties are built. Not by chasing headlines, not by reacting to noise, but by quietly positioning yourself before the problems arrive. Whether the Eagles actually draft Avion Terrell or not is almost secondary. The message is what matters. The signal is what matters. The direction is what matters. And the direction is clear. The Eagles are investing in long-term defensive structure, youth, flexibility, and sustainability. This isn't a flashy move. It's a strategic one. It's not emotional. It's calculated. And those are the moves that shape franchises long before fans realize it's happening. Because by the time the consequences show up on the field, the decision has already been made years earlier. This mock draft isn't just a prediction. It's a warning, a signal, a glimpse into how the Eagles are thinking about the future of their roster, their contracts, and their identity. And if this projection is even remotely accurate, it tells us one thing very clearly. Philadelphia isn't just building for next season. They're building for the next era.